Hey, what is going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, so y'all already know what's going on. Alright, y'all. Now we are here today to talk about Rihanna, and I've never, actually done like a full video on Rihanna. This week, I've actually got 2 videos done that, they're about people I've never actually really touched on for like an entire video. One with Kevin Gates and now with Rihanna. So, whichever video y'all are hearing first, the other one will follow shortly. I didn't want to let this topic get past me because, recently Rihanna had another death of one of her cousins that died, who was also the sister of her first cousin that was shot back in 2017. Now, we all know how it goes, when it comes to this industry stuff. We all know about Rihanna. We all know how she started off as this kind of innocent looking girl that was discovered when she was about 15, 16 years old with Evan Rogers. I think he was her manager at the time. Once she started working with Jay-Z about the early 2000s, it turned completely dark and she was really introduced into the devil and the ways of the dark, demonic industry. So we already know. We've seen her grow over the years into something very dark, that kind of started off as how they all start off when their souls aren't tainted or, before they actually meet the devil in the industry, through whatever form they met him, So that stuff, it's kind of easy to tell with Rihanna because she does the symbolism just as much and she has done it just as much as any other artist, to be honest. But now she's at a level where, you don't hear much from Rihanna as far as things about the industry. You will never hear her expose anything. She may tweet every now and then. I think she tweeted a while back like F Satan, or she'll tweet God is love and little subtle things like that. But we already know the deal with Rihanna for the most part. She's at a level in the industry now where she doesn't have to do much. Now, mind you, she is worth $1.4 billion is her estimated net worth. So you can only imagine the things that Rihanna has participated in to be at that level in life and to have something, worth that much money, which she's a co-owner of her, her makeup brand, Fenty or whatever it's called, right? With some kind of French company, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to use this video to just jump into Rihanna just a little bit. We won't tear at it too long, but I wanted to go over this article about her 2 cousins that have died, right? So just recently, y'all already noticed, this just happened a couple weeks ago. Her beloved cousin, Tanella Aline, dies age 28 in the latest blow to the family after her brother was recently shot dead. Says her cousin died suddenly at the age of 28, just days after the singer gave birth. Now, mind you, in both deaths of her cousins, they both followed something where Rihanna was kind of involved and she had something that, just happened in her life, or she was just with them, or, very odd circumstances of how they die right after something happens with Rihanna, right? So it says the star's heartbreak also comes just 6 years after Tanella's brother, Tavon, was shot dead hours after the siblings spent Christmas Day with her. Now, this is both of Rihanna's cousins, but the 2 that are currently dead, they were brother and sister. So check that out. The sister dies 6 years after her brother was shot dead. Now, y'all remember this because they had all just spent Christmas together. Rihanna was with them, and then 2 days later, this man is shot dead on the way to his girlfriend's house, I think. That's the first one to go, the cousin. These are pictures right here of the girl, cousin, and this is the brother that died back in 2017. They're all together right here in this picture. Now it says Tanella's twin sister, Tanisha, also died more than a decade ago at the age of 14. Their whole family is like dead. All of the brothers and sisters are dead. One brother, his 2 sisters are dead. The twin sister died at 14. I don't know how she died. Doesn't say in this article. The older sister just died, and the brother died 6 years ago at the age of 21. Now, the crazy thing about the brother dying 2 days after they all spent Christmas together with Rihanna, The sister dies days after Rihanna gave birth to her second child with A$AP Rocky. Come on, y'all. What is going on here? So days after Christmas, one cousin died 6 years ago. Then just a couple of days after she has her second child with devil-worshipping A$AP Rocky, her other cousin dies. What kind of pact has Rihanna created with the devil and the industry to be sacrificing her cousins like this? Now, everybody, when the first one died, I remember back in 2017, everybody was like, yep, Rihanna sacrificed her cousin. We already know what time it is. Ain't nobody believing nothing no different. 2 days after her little devil-worshipping self was down there, her cousin ended up getting shot.
Of course, Rihanna is in the building.
Hey, Angie.
I cannot believe it's been so long that we have done this.
You know, I am misunderstood a lot at times. My music, my image, people have their whole thing about me, whether it be me being a devil worshiper or whatever. Besides them reading into my hand over my eye on my album cover.
Why is your hand over your eye on your album?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about?
Now, we already know, had these people not been involved in Rihanna, you know, not a part of her family, I guarantee you both of these people, damn near all three of them, would be alive. Rihanna done cursed her family, and she was willing to give up the ones that she loved in order to be where she at right now, worth $1.4 billion, having babies with another rapper, you know, who's her partner, supposedly, although I don't believe any kind of industry relationships are actually real, A$AP Rocky. And we know he sold his soul. He stood on a pentagram in some kind of looking attic, where we could put that picture right here on the screen.
I don't know, man. Every time I put out an album, or every time I'm about to release an album, for some fucking strange reason, man, you know what I'm saying? I always lose somebody close to me. It was my pops, it was Jams, it was my sister. Like, I always lose somebody close to me, so, you know, shit feel like, you know, some crazy shit, like jinx or some shit.
What is the scary voice on your tracks? What is that about?
What scary voice?
That deep. Oh yeah.
That's just my ad-lib.
That you do that?
Yeah.
And they just modify it, whatever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what is the purpose? What is it? Is it like your signature?
It's my signature. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it? I mean, to me, it seems a little dark. A little.
I'm a dark nigga. What can I say? I don't know, man. Like, you know, that's what I'm into. I'm sorry you don't like it. You know?
Well, it's a little scary.
You know, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's not for you.
It's probably not for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you
I'm
can listen to fucking problems, right? You can get jiggy to that, right? You got a boo, right?
Yeah.
You got a fucking problem.
I got a lot of problems. I mean, yeah, we can get, no, I mean, I was just wondering. I'm not gonna bring up the I word, but
Chinese Illuminati. That don't bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I was Illuminati. I'd be probably a billionaire. People always talking this Illuminati stuff. Show me Illuminati. Show me the movie, please. Like,
You ready?
I want to know. Because I thought that they come and they got money and all this other shit. Nigga, I had to work for every penny I got so far. Ain't no Illuminati come and help me with nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I personally, man, I believe in God. I'm a man who fears God, and I pray to God.
Now, y'all notice the weirdest thing about that clip, right? Is how all of a sudden out of nowhere, when he said he believed in God, he started stuttering over himself. Somehow he developed a little small cough, and he just seemed very confident before that. But when he started to tell a lie and say that he believed in God and all this other stuff, he started like, you know, he got the hiccups, basically. He started fumbling over himself. He did a little cough for no reason when throughout that interview he hadn't coughed not one time. He felt the need to clear his throat because he was lying. If you look in the background at A$AP Ferg and that other dude, soon as A$AP Rocky said, "I believe in God," they both look down at the same time. That's that shit where like people's spirits are linked to each other almost in a sense. It's like that thing where it's like that the Legion spirits, where if y'all have seen basketball, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube where certain basketball players, certain teammates literally look like robots. Like two dudes will run down the court at the same time, and then when the other team make a shot, they both will literally turn around at the same time and go back the opposite way together. But it's not planned. It's just something they do at the same exact time. That's the best example I can come up with because it's done more in basketball. And it's not, it makes them look like robots. Like there's a bunch of clips on YouTube. I think you have to type in like NBA robots do the same thing. Just type in those general kind of words and y'all will see what I'm talking about. I think, you know, they call it like Legion spirits or something like that, where, you know, people's spirits are connected and it causes them to do like the same exact movements. You know, it's weird. I may be getting it wrong, but this was something I saw like a long time ago. But it was very odd that they both literally looked down at the same time he said he believed in God. And when he did that little cough, they both looked right back up at him at the same exact time. Basically, you know, it just give you that feeling that he was lying. You know, when you start talking about God and you're not a real believer, that's what comes out of people, you know, because real confident people that believe in God, they're never going to do that. His friends looked down because it wasn't something that they was thinking like, oh, this nigga lying. It's that connected spirit shit where they already know what he's saying ain't true. That's why they both look down. Because if you notice, A$AP Ferg was smiling before he said that. If it was something true that they all believed in, they would have kept looking at him. They wouldn't have looked down. You know, it's just innate. It's not something that they tried to do. They spirits just did it. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but it's something that I noticed about that little clip. We already know he sold his soul gone as well. So it's two people with no souls for anything who are married to the game, married to Satan. That's crazy. It's crazy, right? Y'all, look, I found it. I know this has nothing to do with Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, but it relates to the clip I was just talking about. Look, this is what I'm talking about right here. Now, this is insane. A lot of people think this is like glitch in the simulation, robot, synthetic clones in the NBA. But look at this junk. Look at that movement. Look, it is exactly the same. This is what I'm talking about right here. You see that? There. Oh my God. Seeing this video again, it's like unbelievable. Look at this. Watch this. Both doing the same, and they're not trying to do it, y'all. They're literally not trying to do it. I don't know exactly what this is. You can believe it's like Matrix, simulation, robot stuff, but something tells me this has to do with the spirit, you know? Like somehow these people's spirits are connected. Because you notice the people that do it, they're on the same teams. Now, the one before, they weren't on the same team. But look, they all did the same thing. They're on the same team. These people are always around each other. And this could be, you know, I don't know. In a sense, it kind of seems a little demonic. It's definitely weird. It's not, obviously it's innocent, two people bending over tying their shoes, but this is deep. Like, I think it's deeper on a spiritual level, and it's not happening by chance. People aren't doing these same exact movements as if they robots in the NBA just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just thought this was crazy. I had to pull this clip up for y'all just so y'all could get better context of what I was talking about with A$AP Ferg. It's crazy as hell. It says, Tanella died on August 13th. That's more numerology. And on Monday, her loved ones gathered at a church for her funeral. She died August 13th, 6 years after her brother was shot and killed at the age of 21, 2 days after Christmas. Also, it says, Tavon was walking through the Eden Lodge area of St. Michael's, Barbados, when a gunman shot him several times just before 7 p.m. on Boxing Day 2017. He was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead a short time later. The killer fled the scene and has never been found or identified. She said, my brother wasn't a saint, but that doesn't mean he deserved to be murdered. Tanella said that she had just seen him 5 hours earlier when they were celebrating their first Christmas as a family together. She also said, we lost our mother at 7, and our dad was never playing his part. Then everyone separated. We never lived together until recently. This was our first Christmas together. The first time we've ever lived together. The next day she was relaxing, then she heard gunshots and got the call that it was her brother. And now the crazy thing about all that is that their mom died at 7 years old. Her twin sister died at 14. Her brother died at 21. She died at 28. But her whole family is dead. And two of them was for sure given up by their billionaire demonic cousin, Rihanna. All right, y'all. Now that will just about wrap up the Rihanna video. Now I know it's not as long as I usually would do, but I kind of wanted to keep the video centered around her. And as y'all know, there's just not many clips for me to come up with to present in a video. We did cover a little bit about A$AP Rocky and, you know, some of his demonic connections in the industry. That also kind of ties together with Rihanna, considering they are together and have 2 children together now. You know, I don't think we really even need to do an entire video on A$AP. Just off the things we presented in this video, we already have an idea about him as far as his soul being gone as well. I'm pretty sure he sacrificed A$AP Yams as well. I know a lot of y'all have heard that name before because, you know, people thought he sacrificed him a long time ago as well. We also touched on how, you know, those Legion spirits, if that's a correct term, I just kind of made that up as I was going, but, you know, we touched on what the possibility of people being connected that way and it being a little bit more of a demonic influence than we may know, you know, especially with that good example from the NBA, which I thought that was a pretty cool clip to add to the video, considering we did just do the video about the NBA and the NFL being rigged. So, you know, it kind of all goes together at the end of the day. So yeah, man, like I said, sorry for that video being shorter than usual, but y'all already know, man, we got a lot more content on the way. As I always say at the end of these videos, you know, drop any kind of future recommendations, any future requests down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. And with that being said, it's Black Balloon, and I'm gonna see y'all soon. I'm out.